Welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in today. My name is Sydney Blue. I'm the Communications Associate with the NJCAA. We'd like to present the Betty Jo Graber Female Student Athlete of the Year Award to cross country and half marathon student athlete Winrose Chesang from Iowa Central, who's joined by head coach Dee Brown. Welcome guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
An influential leader in the association, Betty Jo Graber helped pioneer the creation of the women's division of the NJCAA in 1975. As the NJCAA Region 5 Women's Director, Graber chaired the association's Women's Basketball Committee from its start in 1975 until her retirement in 1991. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and turn this over to Coach Dee to talk about Winrose, her time as a student athlete, and the impact she really had on the Tritons program. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you. Winrose is a very, very special young lady with our program. She, by herself, 7 individual track and field All-American titles. She was a 3-time national champion in track and field. She had an indoor 3K title, an outdoor 5K, an outdoor 10K title. She was a half marathon national champion just this past fall in 2019. Academic all-region winner a couple times. Just very, very successful on the track, obviously. But I think what's more important, what we like to talk about with our team and within our community, is not just how fast people like Winrose are, but what great people they are. And she was one of those quiet leaders right off the bat. You know, it was nice to have a very quiet person on the team. Thank you, Winrose. I like those people that, you know, she never complained. You know, she never said boo about anything. She was, you know, I give her a workout and yes, let's go get it done. And she gets it done. So, you know, she was a great leader by example. Her teammates could always look to her to know that Winrose is always going to give her best in practice, in the class, in competition, and nothing less than that, you know. And I can't even remember if she had a bad race. I won't ask her, but I can't even remember a bad race from Winrose because she always put it all out there. And what really amazed me the most about her was her race savvy, her knowledge. Like she could really just assess. She could just look at the competition, you know, at the beginning and during the competition and adjust moves. And I didn't need to tell her a whole lot because she was really just smart enough to do all that on her own. And she knew what she had to do to pace herself, to get herself in the best position, just to do her best. And, you know, coming down with 2 team titles in cross country, that was, you know, we love that, obviously. And the nice thing just this past fall, you know, I really think if Winrose had wanted to go out and try to fight for a national individual title on her own, that's something she could have done. She could have put up a really good fight for that, but she also knew that we were trying to do something special here. We were trying to win 3 titles in a row, and to her, it was more important to win another team title than to go out and try to win an individual title. And so she knew that she had to keep her teammates close and really help move them along, and that's what she did. So she kind of sacrificed a bit of herself to bring her teammates along and help her teammates win. So just an incredible young lady, and I'm sad she's gone. She graduated in December. Congratulations to her for that. And she moved on to Iowa State University, and she already made a big impact there at their Big 12 championships indoors. So we were sad to see her go, but yet happy for her and her success that she's, you know, moving on and up the ladder in life. So
That's so incredible. I almost have chills just from all that. And Winrose, let's go ahead and turn it over to you. What does winning this award really mean? And just how does it feel?
Winning this award is a great approval for me of what I've achieved so far in Iowa Central in the past 2020. I think that was the greatest year for me. And also to be recognized as among the successful athletes of last year.
Mm-hmm. And you came all the way from Kenya to compete in the United States, to run these crazy distances and to really just defeat the competition. And what was it like making that transition? And what was your decision like? Was it a difficult one? Is it the best one you've ever made? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a difficult one. My first year learning how to interact with people, learning English, of course.
And were you quick to make friends? Do you think you adapted pretty well with practice and class and everything?
Yes, I was good enough, especially in class. I was getting along with teachers and coaches and friends. Within 1 year, I was okay.
That's really inspiring. And how do you think you really learned to balance academics and practice and all these competitions, being pretty much a multi-sport athlete and doing all these different things? What was that like?
Yeah, so as an athlete, it is obvious that you can struggle both in balancing academics and athletics.
But you learned to get over it, a good GPA and nursing. That's incredible. And Dee, what do you think really stood out to Winrose in the beginning, and what strikes you about her?
You know, I think one thing we forgot to mention is poor Winrose, coming from Africa, she arrives here in January. Is there any worse time to come to Iowa? I don't know, but I mean, poor girl, like, you know, showing up and we have to find a winter coat and warm clothes to run in. So that alone's an adjustment for anybody. But again, she never complained, and that's what stood out to me right away. Is this girl doesn't complain. Like, it's got to bother you. The cold's got to bother you. The, you know, practicing every day and missing classes to go to competitions, but she never complained about anything. And so that right there, that struck me like, wow, this girl is either extremely scared and doesn't want to talk to me, or I really, really like her. But yeah, no, she was great. She just, like I said, she never complains, and she really just, she wants to get to work. She has that goal. She knows this is what I have to do, and I have to do these things to get there. And she sets out to do it, and she gets it done.
How do you think that is an example, and what do you think other teams really thought about her? And
I think, yeah, when they notice an athlete like Winrose, who again is getting the job done in the classroom. You know, she's working hard. She works a job on campus, studying as well. We have team study hall, so she's there sometimes. Sometimes she's exempt from that because she's getting good grades. They notice those things. Students notice that stuff right away. They notice when your teammate is going from the cafeteria to the library to the job and doing all that stuff, and not just, you know, playing video games or hanging out with free time. Like, she's working all the time. She's working hard at what she does. And to know, like, when it's time to do a job, she was always on time. She was not late for practice. She was not late for a team meeting, not late to the training room. You know, I can't ever think of an example of where I had to get on Winrose's case. And that's incredible, because everyone needs a little redirection once in a while, but, you know, Winrose was always on task doing what she had.
And Winrose, how do you think Iowa Central prepared you for this next step? And did you always think you were going to move on to a four-year university?
Iowa Central is the best school with good coaches and good teachers and great competition. So I did pretty good in running, and why not? Because of coaches, of Coach Brown and the other coaches who supported me. And they really have good training for a person who is looking forward.
That's awesome. You always have to set more goals so you can break more records. And it was incredible following all that you did at Iowa Central. And although it is the turning of a new page, we just can't wait to see what else you accomplish. And keep up those good grades. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed, that's for sure. And Coach, is there anything else you'd like to add as we close out here today?
I want to say thank you to Winrose. Thanks for what you did for our team. Honestly, you're a great leader, and we're going to miss you, and we miss you already. I wish you were still here, but thanks so much for what the groundwork you laid for the young ladies that come after you. Because now I can talk about, well, back in the day when Winrose Chesang was here, this is what she did, and she got it done, and look at her now. So keep it up, keep setting good examples, and we wish you all the best, Winrose.
Well, thank you guys both so much for joining us today. We're so excited to have our 2020 Betty Jo Graber Award winner. And
Thank
we
you.
look forward, like I said, to following you in the future. And we can't wait to see Coach Dee back on the track and in competition this fall and on the trails and everything far and in between. But thank you guys so much, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.